Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are live with our Seniors and Masters division of the African Championship. We are racing at ATCM tonight. That is in Mozambique. The track is flat and fast flowing. Only half a meter elevation in total from the highest to the lowest point around the whole circuit. So amazing. And we are going to just have a quick follow on board with Lucas Sturman while we introduce all the drivers on offer tonight. Jason Kutsia, Lucas Sturman, Karishvat Gama, he's the Kenyan driver, Ken Swartz, Ruben Victor, Tyler Posthumous, Anwar April, Tristan Duplessis, Matteo Sudial, Joshua Sawade, Keegan Massey Hicks, Mark Pollard, JD Westhuizen, and Tony Orby. Tony Orby is new. I believe that would be his first race. A lot of names missing tonight, though. We've got Troy Dolanchek, Tate Bishop, Yuri Swart missing, Sebastian Diaz is missing for tonight, Divian Naidu, some really big, oh, even if I'm not mistaken, Jude Stewart as well, so some big names missing in tonight's race. But hey, it's 4 rounds in total. This is the second one, you drop one. So all these guys are going to have to try and get through the races clean and score as much points as possible. Before we go over into qualifying, let's have a quick look at the track view. Alright, we are on board now. As you can see, the track map, turn 1 flat out, turn 2, 3 pretty much flat out through there. The chicane. 4 is just a lift, 5 flat, 6 a lift, and throw that car to the right into the first real braking zone, turn 7. Nice little section. Second braking zone will be 9, and then lift and throw your cart into 10 and coast through 11 and 12, flat out through 13, 14, 15, 16, and then another lift or braking zone in 17. That is a lap around ATCM, flat as you can see. You'll check here, 0.56 meters elevation. It is as flat as it can get. A very, very flat surface and a mega racing facility. Alright, we've got about a minute remaining before we're going to head into qualifying, and look at the times, 51.8. So these guys are actually slower. They're not juniors so far. So I don't think a lot of the guys have actually put in some practice, but our juniors most definitely have, and they've gone down to a 51 flat. It's impressive to see. The juniors are in fact faster than our seniors. Any Masters drivers on track tonight? Only Mark Pollard. Only Masters on track. Everybody else still part of the Seniors category. Tristan Duplessis back in the OKL League. We're excited to see what Tristan does tonight. Currently in 9th place in the practice session. Alright, there we go. Qualifying. As quick as that. Straight into qualifying. Then a 10 lap pre-final and a 11 lap 15 lap final rather. Alright. We are good to go. We'll let all the drivers go with a full lap around the track before they do their first actual race. I mean, before they start with the actual qualifying, rather. Who was the first one to track it? I think it was Sturman. Sturman will be the first one to get out and do an actual lap. So we'll follow Lucas Sturman for his first qualifying lap. Into the final corner we go. Let's see what Sturman does. Wants a good exit in that last corner. You don't really want to be playing around on the exit with these Tillotson carts because they are slow off the mark, which means if you bog this cart down, you'll lose all the way down that back straight, or start finish straight rather. Into the chicane we go. Turn number 3, 4. It's flat out through here. You'll throw your cart into the left-hander and then just a slight lift and throw that thing. Some of them actually take it flat out through there. And then into the first braking zone, which will be the hairpin on the back straight. And then this is another passing opportunity through here. And then into the very fast double left-hander. You'll just slightly lift and throw that cart in and let the momentum take you through the corner. and then into the double chicane. It's flat out through there. And then left and throw that kart into the final corner. Now Lucas Tillman doesn't seem like he's got a lot of momentum on the surface at all. So let's see. He gets 51.9. That's the first lap he does. Not the greatest of laps. Let's see what Tristan Du Plessis does. He's and Victor both 6/10 off the pace. Next to cross the line will be Karish Vatgama. Goes into pole position with April only starting his lap now. Ken Swartz starting now. No legitimate laps yet. Massey Hicks crosses the line. Jason Gutierrez goes into pole 51.7 with Matteo Sudial in 4th place. Mark Pollard just giving us a finger there. He's far off. I think these guys are holding each other up. Joshua Sawade is currently in... Where's his name? Am I missing him? Oh, he's in 9th place. Hiding there. Part of the Angry Esports team. Oh, and he gets it all kinds of wrong there. Taylor Poshumus is currently in 10th place. JD Westhuizen, one of the rookies in the season. Actually, a lot of rookies. Let's have a quick look here. All the rookies we have on offer today, or this season, will be Massey Hicks. It will be Josh. It will be Taylor, Orby, and Westhuizen. So there's, what, 4 rookies? Quite interesting to see. Right. Crossing the line there again. Jason Gutierrez. Still 0.7. Nobody's gotten close enough there. No improvements really. Mark Pollard, has he improved on his lap? No, not really. Let's check. Where's Sturman? Sturman will be the next to cross the line. You'd expect the South African champion to be on a good charge here and fight with Gutierrez, but not yet. I'm actually so surprised with the seniors struggling to find a pace compared to the juniors. Du Plessis does improve, goes up 1 position. April crosses the line now. April, no legitimate lap as of yet. And Vatgama remains in 2nd place. Here comes Ken Swartz. The Kazoo driver doesn't improve. Still no lap for them. Somewhere these boys are crossing over the line more than what they should. Massey Hicks is in 6th place. Sudial is in 4th. Sierra remains. Pollard has 7/10 off his. He did improve, but not by much. Sawada has currently, he's still in 10th place. Westhuizen 2.4 seconds. Not really finding the pace there as of yet. Here comes Lucas Sturman now to cross the line once more. He does improve and he moves himself up into 2nd place. 62 milliseconds of the pace, or 6/100ths. Ruben Victor is also now part of the Angry Esports team, and he is currently finding himself in 6th place, 14th. Du Plessis has moved down a couple positions, 6/10. Mark Pollard has not improved yet. Vatgama is currently still less than 1/10 off the pace. Alright, let's have a look. Swartz crosses the line. Ken Swartz goes into 2nd place now. Swartz getting a good lap on the board now. I think all the guys might start getting the... well, understanding the track. Tony Orby, nope. 8/10 off the pace. Mark Pollard is not finding his pace as of yet. Posthumous is half a second off the pace, still in 10th place. So, Josh is currently 4/10 off the pace in 7th. These guys are now improving bit by bit, but not enough. Lucas Sturman is still... well, we've got 4 guys under, well, within 1/10 of each other. And then Annual April just a little bit over 10th, so it's quite close in front. That's the nice thing about these Tillotson cards. They, like I said before, they are so slow But they make for really exciting racing. It's just all about keeping it on the black stuff, and you can have some real good racing. We also used to use these carts for the rank races, which makes it really fun. The Tillotsons and the... We also use the Mini 60s. Mini 60 is in actual fact faster than the Tillotsons. The senior carts. Right, Jason Kutsia is still leading the way. Let's see, he's catching Sudia up in front. You can see Kutsia really maintaining that momentum, keeping the cart facing the right way, not fighting it, just letting the cart roll through the corners. And into the final corner we go. Kutsia now, you don't want to be climbing the curb too much with him. Takes it nice and wide. Let's see, he's got a little bit of a toe. No, he's not in range for a toe. But does he improve? No, he doesn't, actually. Orby doesn't improve. Pollard is still 7/10 off the pace. Savard not improving that time around. He's 4/10 off. Massey Hicks also 4/10. April is just over 10th off the pace. JD Westhuizen will cross the line now. Let's see, does he improve? He's quite far off the pace at the moment. He doesn't gain 2 seconds. Less than a second split 1 to 13, so that's great. Duplessis is half a second of the pace. It's crazy to think I'm half a second of the pace, but I'm still in 10th place or in 11th place. It's crazy how close these guys are on track. 1.5 minutes to go. Let's see where we are at. Who's crossing the line next? We've got Hicks crossing the line, not improving. April didn't improve that time around. He did actually improve. Sawadi had... No, 4/10 again. Will Westhuizen improve this time around? See him crossing the line. He definitely wants to get closer to the back. 1.5. Alright, so Westhuizen has joined the party. Getting some pace there. Victor is also 4/10 off. Also very close. My word, these boys are so close to each other. But so far it is 1-2 for the Gazoo drivers. Good see, not improving. These guys, it's honestly crazy to see that the juniors are actually posting faster laps than the seniors. Mark Pollard has now moved down into 13th place. He hasn't improved on his qualifying at all. I wonder if that's a bit of a strategic play, because Mark Pollard always finds himself in the scuffle. He's fast enough to race up front, but he always finds himself in an unfortunate scenario where he gets taken out. So maybe he's just doing the laps but not improving. Hey Jaden, how to enter the series? You have to be part of an online karting league. Go over to www.aoesports.com, get yourself a membership, get involved. It is dependent on your region though. Africa Championship, you can only be an African resident. Oh, Jason Kutsia actually improved on his final lap there. Then if you're in the European region, you can race in the European Championship. So those are the only 2 championships running at the moment. OKL EU, OKL Africa. And then the World Championship will be at the end of the year. And that one will be completely free for anyone to enter. Last year at the World Championships, we had 150 people posting qualifier laps. And only the top 40 made it into the actual main event. Alright, let's have a look. Qualifying done and dusted. Jason Kutsia leading the way from his fellow Gazoo teammate Ken Swartz in second. Then Lucas Sturman for Angry Esports in third. We've got Vadgama and April in... Those are also 2 teammates from the Kumalu Esports team in 4th and 5th. Then Sawade, Sudyal, Duplessis, Victor and Massey Hicks rounds out the top 10. Then... Posthumous in 11th, Tony Orby in 12th, Mark Pollard and JD Westhuizen, both from the Gainsworth Racing team at the back of the pack. Alright, let's keep an eye on this one. This should be an absolute amazing race. We've got a 10-lap pre-final on offer. Just a reminder that the pre-final does not score any points. It is purely a qualifying heat. And then the final is where it's all to play for. Alright, time to watch the guys go off with the 4 strokes. Like I said earlier also, we're missing Troy Dolenchek, Yuri Swartz, Tate Bishop, all the boys. But look at this. We've got the 2 Gazoo Racing guys. It is the start sequence. Lights out and away we crawl with these 4-stroke carts. Jason Kutsia getting away well with Ken Swartz on his outside. Lucas Thurman immediately tucking, trying to maximize his run there in the inside. He's going to take the inside line against Swartz. He's going to have to forfeit that. So Swartz already losing a position. Lucas Thurman moving himself up immediately into 2nd place. These boys are going to want to keep it clean for the first lap. Just settle in. Now these Tillotson carts have started getting onto pace. They will try and keep the momentum. You don't want these things to bog down. Otherwise you lose all the pace around this circuit. ATCM at Mozambique. This is an awesome facility. I was there earlier year with Ruben. We were laser scanning this track. It is such a nice track. And the people there are amazing. Super nice, super friendly. And a shout out to all the people from Mozambique for facilitating this, for us to actually scan this track and go out and build it for the OKL members. Oh, Jason Kutsia running wide there. And he's going to forfeit 2 positions immediately. At the end of the first lap, Jason Kutsia is going to have to do a lot now to get back up into the front. But at the same time, it's going to make for entertaining racing, because Jason could see Lucas. Oh, look at that! That was Karishvat Gama, I think, who clipped the curb there. He just hit an invisible wall there. Unfortunately, there Karishvat Gama has eliminated some of his body parts on the cart. He's going to have to race without that, though. Jason Kutsia already fighting back into 2nd place ahead of Ken Swartz now. Ken Swartz might have decided this is not going to be my fight. I'm going to tuck in behind my teammate and just work hard with him to move along. It is the current South African Championship leading, the champion leading in the form of Lucas Sturman for Angry Esports with 2 Kazoo boys right behind him. Who do we have in... That is Tristan Duplessis, who's currently up into 4th place. He's worked himself up nicely. Tristan Duplessis keeping out of the trouble. Or out of trouble, rather, and moving himself up into 4th place. Tristan's going to want to keep it nice and clean and stay there. Jason Kutsia and Lucas Thurman, these 2 guys they are like magnets towards each other. They just find each other on track. Doesn't matter what they do, they will always find each other and battle it out. And hopefully they can keep it nice and clean tonight. Just hear these lawnmowers making noise in my ears. Like I said before, they might be slow, but they are so fun to race with, and so cool to have nice, close racing. 14 carts on track, and oh, look at that defense there. Lucas Thurman holds that inside line. He's like, nope, you are not getting through here. Jason Kutsia is having none of it, though. He's coming at him, and he's coming hard. Oh, Lucas Thurman having a bit of a moment over the curb there, which seems to have forced Jason Kutsia to just lift out a bit. So on the outside now we've got, oh, down the inside comes Ken Swartz. He's going to want to have a go at Sturman as well, but Kutsia's got the inside line into the next corner, and, well, look at this. Free wide we are going to go into, oh, no! Ken Swartz climbs over the curb to make that pass. Was that even legal? Sturman's not letting go of it, but we've got 3 wide now, and look at Duplessis. He's starting to sniff something as well. Duplessis is getting involved. Sturman, Kutsia, Duplessis, Swartz. Again, super defensive drive there. Nope, inside line is now being granted over to Kutsia. He's forcing his cart onto the inside, and he's got the inside line through the chicane. He'll get himself up into 1st place. Sturman's going to have to forfeit that and try and fight back. Wow, this is exciting racing. And this is only a pre-final. It counts for nothing apart from your starting grid. Alright, down the inside goes Lucas Sturman. Now he's going to send it hard down the inside on... Oh, here comes a 2-for-1 special. Ken Swart's going to move himself back up into first place. Nope, he's not. Inside line covered by Lucas Sturman. Swart's going to try almost a replica of the previous lap. Alright, we are settling in, I think. It's almost a 5-way battle. We've got another card coming in the back. Down the inside goes Jason Kutsia on Ken Swartz, who's going to open the door for Tristan Duplessis to move himself up into first... No, not first place, third place rather. Oh, the two cards just touched side pods there for a moment, and that caused a lot of wobble from Swartz, who's lost 2 positions. Down the inside goes Jason Kutsia once again. Nope, Lucas Stebbins got the line covered. Tristan Duplessis is now starting to see a potential second or first place starting position for the final. Like I said, this season doesn't count for any points. It's only in the final where it counts. So it's all good and well to fight for track position. It's not going to be great if you take each other out. Oops, and we're going to... Oh, look at that! Jason Kutsia and Lucas Sturman once again clipping each other. And look, he's been promoted into first place. It's a buy one, get one free special here for Tristan Duplessis. We're just having a look at the two of them. They took each other out in front of him and moved himself into first place. It's not going to see... It doesn't seem like it's going to last very long because here comes Jason Kutsia once again. Oh, Jason Kutsia and Tristan Duplessis clipping each other there. Wow, what a save. Well done, Tristan. Good catch on that card. It does seem like these lawnmowers have a lot of... Oh, no, as I want to say something... Duplessis clips the rear of Swartz, and all the fantastic racing we have witnessed so far has just fallen out of the window. And again, Jason Kutsia and Lucas Sturman's back at it again. Let's just go back. Who's leading the way now? It is Matteo Sujal's whole lap down though, so he's going to start right at the back. So even though he's leading on the track, he is a lap down. I don't know what happened there, but Sujal has lost the timing somewhere, which means he's going to have to start the race at the back of the pack. There's more battling happening at the back. Look at Mark Pollard. He's currently up into 4th place. Just behind them, we've got the 281 of Anwar April and Ruben Victor bumping each other there a lot more than what they should. 214 of Massey X coming into play there with a side pod off of his cart. It's exciting racing. Let's just go back to the one fight that we can't seem to avoid, and it is Kutsia and Sturman again. These two guys just can't seem to get rid of each other on track. They're really... Oh, as I say that, again, another rear clipped. Kutsia clipped the rear... Oh, no, Sturman clipped the rear of Kutsia there, and off he goes into the abyss. Unfortunate. I don't know if there's Sturman in pole at the moment. Does everybody have time penalties? Yeah, everybody's got time penalties apart from Sturman. So Sturman, even though he's currently in 3rd place on the track, he's going to start in pole if it continues at this rate. Duplessis is currently in 1st, with Sujal, who's got a 1-lap deduction, apparently. So starting our final lap, leading the race so far, on track, will be Duplessis. Yeah, Sturman leading by 1.4 seconds, even though he's 2nd on the track. So Sturman is leading the way. What's happening behind him? Everybody seems to be behaving, apart from, what am I seeing? Orby and Posthumus is having a nice fight on track. Having a good run. 2 guys at the back. Racing is racing. Doesn't matter where you're on track, as long as you're having fun. Oh, down the inside goes the 233 of Orby. Just lifting his hand, raising his hand, saying sorry to his friend there. Or his fellow competitor, rather. Sturman is having a go at Duplessis on track now. He's going to just tuck in behind him. There's no reason for him to fight He clearly realized that there's a penalty. Oh, he's going to go down the inside, going to tuck. And pole position will go to Sturman and Duplessis in second place. Then Mark Pollard, I believe, will cross the line in third with Anwar April. And then Joshua Suwade with Ruben Victor he will start in sixth place. Jason Gutsia has moved down to seventh with Massey Hicks in eighth, Ken Swartz in ninth. We've got Orby starting in 10th place, Taylor Posthumous in 11th, and then Karish Vadgama will be in 12th. JD Westhuizen, a lonely race for Westhuizen in 13th, and then Sudyal, who was pretty much leading the race, will start in at the back. Well, it was a good race. That was exciting. If the first race or this race was anything to go by, we are definitely in for an exciting final. 15 laps of mayhem. Hopefully pure excitement rather than mayhem. Alright, we'll head into this final. Lucas Sturman's got the inside line with Tristan Duplessis, who's making his comeback into OKL in second place. Mark Pollard has gone from pretty much a second last position into third place, with Anwar April in fourth, Joshua Sawade in fifth place, Ruben Victor in sixth place, Jason Gutsie in seventh, Massey X will be in eighth, Ken Swartz, so both the Kazoo boys out of place in ninth, Tony Orby in 10th, Posthumous in 11th, with Vadgama also out of place in 12th, Westhuizen in 13th, and then Matteo Sudyal, who was on track leading but one lap down, so starting the race at the back of the pack. Will Sudyal have the pace to keep up? That remains to be seen. Where is Pollard? Pollard is waiting till the very last moment to join. Oh, he's not going to join. What happened to Pollard? Pollard not joining the final. So Pollard doesn't join the final. We started the race. It's lights out and away we go. Sturman leading the way. And there's... Oops. All right. They restarted the race there. All right. Alright, admin's deemed an issue there and we're restarting this race. Not sure what happened there. Mark Pollard is on the track now at least. Alright, so Mark Pollard getting away with that one unfortunately. I don't know what happened there. Or fortunately for him, he gets to start this final. Alright, start sequence. We're going to get going. Sturman, Duplessis, Pollard, April. That's the top 4. We are lights out and away we crawl with these T4 Tillotson carts. Everybody getting their heads down, trying to maximize their start as quick as possible. There's going to be chaos at the back. I can call it immediately. There's carts going off already. Mark Pollard being clipped there by Suwade. Oh, Jason Kutsia also coming off the grass there. Whoop, Kutsia's going to have to catch his cart, get that thing to grip on the surface and start racing from there. He's going to lose a couple positions though. We'll go back to the front. It's Pollard in 3rd place with Tristan Duplessis in front of him. Just have a look down the inside goes Jason Kutsia. He had some man on charge. That was a late send. Massey X just defend, not even defending, just cutting back onto the line there. But here comes Jason Kutsia once again. Gonna have to keep an eye on Kutsia. Is gonna work hard to get through this field. 15 laps to do so. 1 lap less to go though. He's already moved himself up past Massey Hicks. So Kutsia is now into 6th place from what I can see. There's a big gap between him and Sujal. Sujal's gone up from the back of the pack all the way up into 5th. Wow, that must have been crazy to get through there like that. He's already got a nose cone missing though. A 214 of Massey spinning out there. That's Joshua Suwade in 4th place. And then Mark Pollard all over the back of Tristan Duplessis. With Lucas Sturman breaking away there in the front. Duplessis and Pollard going to have a fight. Where's Pollard going to try and pass? Where's he going to try and squeeze himself through? You will see that Pollard's the only one with a number in the 100s. Everybody else in the 200s. That means he's part of the Masters category. The only master racing tonight. I myself am supposed to be racing with the Masters, but unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm commentating. So, I won't be racing. Kyle Van Rijn is focusing on the COC and stewarding part of things. Theo from the Masters is also missing. Bannister's also missing. So a lot of the Masters not participating tonight. But Mark Pollard is going out at the seniors now in full swing. I say that he's fallen off a little bit behind Duplessis there. And just behind him, Angry Esports driver of Joshua Suwade, who's also a rookie in this championship for this year. And he's really showing a true turn of pace. Definitely you can see he's part of that Angry Esports team. These guys are hungry for their podiums. The man leading the charge for the Angry Esports is Lucas Sturman. 1.4 seconds the gap already. So he's pulling away. Then father and sons racing. Returning driver into OKL is Tristan Duplessis. Just behind him, Mark Pollard for Angry... Against the Odds Racing. Started at the back in the pre-final. He's moved himself up into 3rd. And then both Angry Sports drivers, Suwade and Sujal, having a go at it. Sujal doesn't seem to be bothered by that nose cone that fell off. He's got the turn of pace here. If anything, Sujal's got active drag reduction system there. He got rid of his weight. Threw that nose cone off, and now that cart is zooming behind. Oh, Suwade is just clipping the rear of Pollard, who's keeping his line there. He's going on the defensive there, trying to hold his line. Pollard's going to have to settle in. The boys behind him is very, very hard and racing very hard. And they're going to have a go at Pollard once more. He's going to have to settle in. Don't let the nerves take over. Well, let's just go through the grid here. So we are currently on board. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's see what's happening here. Pollard just all of a sudden pulled away from the guys at the back. And he's having a go at Duplessis. Let's see if we can get on board here. That's not the camera we were looking for. Let's go with that one. Sorry about that. Got all my cameras wrong there. We're going to go on board with Pollard. You just hear him flat foot through this section. Flat out into the... Oh, flat out through all of this part. So this cart is zooming through here. And then just a slight lift into the first hairpin lifting that cart, throwing it in, trying to keep the momentum, and then flat out through the right-hander into the... sorry, that was the left-hander into the right-hander and then into the double left. Now it's all about keeping the momentum through this section. Mark Pollard's got a lot of momentum. He's going to tuck in, remain tucked in behind Du Plessis. It's a proper battle here. Oh, Suwadi smashing his brakes too hard there. The moment a little bit too big, and he's lost out big there. Wow, big time loss from Suwadi. Oh, look at that. Jason Kutsia is up into 4th. Jason Kutsia, a man on charge. As I said earlier, he's going to come hunting through this pack. I don't think he's going to catch Sturman though, but he is going to potentially go back onto the podium. Du Plessis sporting his Alan Cart suit in this Tillotson. I think he races, I believe Du Plessis races Praga in real life. Decided to jump ship and use the Allen suit, Landon Norris cart rather, in the sim. I don't think we've released the Praga suit yet. Also not the Praga cart, so we have to still release that. And that will come soon. Courtesy of our friend Alphonse Kiwi, the OKL World Champ and Swedish driver. He's been making a bunch of liveries for us. Hopefully we'll release that on the next update, which is coming tomorrow, believe it or not. New track being released in OKL, Tony Rist in Namibia, and an update to the body kits. Jason Kutsia now all over the back of Mark Pollard. Now Mark Pollard is under all kinds of threat. Jason Kutsia is going to send it down the inside. Yes, he's going to, nope, he's going to lift. Ooh, just been clipped there by Sujal on the rear. Kutsia was a man on charge. And then he just lifted out a little bit too much. But he's all over the back of Pollard once again. Kutsia just really in his stride here. Right, here we come. Jason Kutsia now really all over the back of Mark Pollard into the first braking station. Center down the inside. Yes, he is. Oh, he got it all kinds of wrong on that curb. Mark Pollard is defending that inside line. That's his line to defend. Oh, and that opens the door for Sujal to send it down the inside. But push, unfortunately, pushing off Jason Kutsia there. Jason Kutsia will not be impressed with that maneuver. That's losing another position on track, and he's going to have to come back at him once more. Now Sujal with his weight reduction system losing his nose cone all over the back of Pollard. Pollard seems to have been losing momentum through here. Well, throughout this race, it doesn't seem like his pace is really up there where he wants it to be. He's holding on for dear life though. Let's just go through the grid. Ken Swartz without a nose cone unfortunately, but as you saw with Sujal, it doesn't really matter. The guys are coming back into this race. We've got Posthumous in 7th place, with Vadgama in 8th, Anwar April in 9th place, Ruben Victor in 10th, Massix in 11th, Joshua Suwadi in, of Suvada, rather, in 12th, Tony Orby in 13th, and then at the back there is JD Westhuizen in 14th. Alright, lead, lap 11 of 15. The lead is 3.2 seconds. Lucas Sturman in a commanding league. He's a South African champion from the 2024 season. So Sturman having a really, really good lead. With Tristan Du Plessis on his comeback race in 2nd. And if I'm honest, not expected from my side, but Tristan Du Plessis showing his worth immediately coming back into OKL. That is amazing. Welcome back. Keep it clean, Tristan, and you will get your first podium, actually. Mark Pollard and Jason Kutsia still having a go at it. Kutsia's going to have to choose his passing opportunity. Yes, he's going to send it down in the inside into the last corner. Cut back there by Pollard. Kutsia running wide. Mark Pollard's got the inside line once again. Now Kutsia's got everything to do, but he's got the outside line and leading. So will Pollard lift off? Yes, he will. He decided this is not it. maybe tuck in behind Coetzee and see if you can work with him to catch onto the back of Tristan du Plessis. Some good racing by Coetzee. He's been moving through the grid after being taken out, unfortunately. And he's been fighting hard and moving himself really, really up. And here comes Ken Swartz moving it down the inside of Sujal as well. Ken Swartz now into 5th place. I think he's got time penalties though, which will probably be reviewed if he opens a ticket asking for those time penalties to be reviewed. It's amazing to see all these carts on grid and these guys are having a fight all over the place. Really, really cool to see. JD Westhuizen having a lonely race there at the back. Another person having a very lonely race is Lucas Sturman. Sturman 3.6 seconds is the gap. Sturman for Angry Esports really representing this team and pushing them forward with the likes of Bishop, Stewart and Dolenchek, to name but only a few of their actual drivers, but those are the veterans in the karting world, in OKL rather, who unfortunately Bishop, Dolenchek and Stewart all missing tonight. Alright, lap 14 of 15, Sturman leading the way. That is du Plessis in second, 3.9 seconds, 3/10 is the gap now. Or 3/10 gain rather. But we've got Pollard now again. Pollard seems to be fighting everyone. He's just fighting into the wrong direction, unfortunately. Sturman and Pollard, I believe, are the only... Oh, and Westhuizen are the drivers in this setup who are sim racers only, who's not part of any real racing setup. So Sturman leading the way for the sim racers. And everybody else behind, well, second and third are actual racers. Then Mark Pollard is a sim racer only. Then Sujal, Swartz, Posthumous, April, Vadgama, Victor, Messi X, Orbi, Sawadi, all are actual racers. I think Josh, actually I don't know, I should actually find out by Josh Sawadi if he does any form of karting or racing. But we've got Swartz catching onto the back. Oh no, it's Sujal fighting Swartz here. But we are going to move over to the leader who's going to take us home. It's 1 second is the gap between Coetzee and du Plessis. Will he be able to catch him before the end of this race? It is unlikely. As I say that, I'm just keeping an eye on my track map on that right hand side of your screen. And I see Jason Coetzee getting ever so much closer. Here comes... Is he going to do a glory dive down the inside into the final corner? I'm just going to go over to this quickly because there's no way he's going to. No, he's not going to. Alright, so Lucas Sturman taking the victory in the final, maximum points with Tristan du Plessis in second. Well done, Tristan. Jason Coetzee comes home in third with a great comeback drive. Mark Pollard scoring good points in fourth place with Sujal passing Swartz. Swartz got a time penalty in any case. In 6th place is Swartz, April in 7th, Posthumous in 8th place, Vadgama in 9th, Ruben Victor in 10th, Messi X in 11th, Orbi 12th, Joshua Savadi in 13th, and then JD Westhuizen will bring it home in 14th place. Well done, guys. That was a great race. I was very, very much exciting. Most of the race, maybe not for the fight up in first, but behind them there were some really good fights. So fantastic stuff to see. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. We will see you guys in a couple weeks' time for round 3. Let's just have a quick look at where is round 3 of the African Championship. It is Tony Riston. Track it gets released tomorrow. Tony Riston in Namibia is where we will be racing our next race. It's a fairly short track in comparison to Formula K, Mozambique and Kalani. So that should be very exciting. We'll see you guys on the 27th of August for what promises to be a very, very exciting third round of Online Karting League Africa. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I'm Sean Dopesha. I hope you were entertained throughout this race. It was very, very fun to commentate and spectate. And we will see you guys in a couple weeks' time for some epic racing. Round 3 of the African Championship before we close it out in September. The 10th of September, round 4 at Kalani. And then we'll prepare for the World Final.